Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. We're hot off the heels of the Elimination Chamber, and we are right on the fast lane on the road to WrestleMania. We're kicking things off with the man who now we know main events the Showcase of the Immortals, the show of shows, fighting for the WWE Championship. The Royal Rumble winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles, making his way to the ring. Styles was the man to stand tall at the Elimination Chamber. When the chamber raised, he laid out the WWE Champion Roman Reigns with a phenomenal forearm that shook the world to its very round core. Don't let him tell you otherwise. AJ Styles making his way to the ring, the phenomenal one, addresses the LS11 Universe here tonight. Former NXT and United States champion. Let's hear from AJ Styles. You know, 6 months ago, I walked into NXT TakeOver the End, and I lost it all. I lost the NXT Championship, and it was a heartbreaking moment. Because I realized that I wasn't going to be able to represent the brand that helped rebuild me walking into Clash of Champions. In fact, I didn't even make it to Clash of Champions. I didn't make it on pay-per-view after coming back up here to Raw until Survivor Series. Now at WrestleMania, I'm walking into my first ever main event. I walk in to represent all of you, all of us who are sick and tired of Roman Reigns and his stranglehold over Monday Night Raw. For all of you that are begging for a change, begging for a revolution, begging for a new era to begin, I'm going to be the one to do the unthinkable. I'm going to be the one to beat the Tribal Chief once and for all. Oh, hang on a minute. Here comes the WWE Champion, the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns is in the building. WWE title in hand. Roman Reigns, the WWE Champion, staring a hole through his WrestleMania opponent as he approaches the ring. Reigns has been unbeatable pretty much since the moment AJ Styles got back here to Raw. Look at you, Alan. Look at you. You went to NXT, and it took you a year to get to the top, losing to guys like Pete Dunne, Bronson Reed, Timothy Thatcher. Hell, two of those guys ain't even here anymore. It took you 3 tries to beat Walter. You know how I know that was bad for you? Because I beat him on the first night. In one night, he went from believing his mat was sacred to learning to acknowledge me. You're pathetic, AJ. You're delusional. You were delusional when you thought TNA could ever overtake WWE, and they humbled you then. And now it's my turn to humble you at WrestleMania. I'll see you there, old man. Talk a big game for someone whose daddy and his golden fountain just walked away a few nights ago. There's a difference between me and you, AJ. I might have had a little help getting where I am, but I find ways to stay relevant, and I own the Isle of Relevancy. That ain't old men's help. You? Please. You come from the land, old washed up men. WrestleMania Maybe Samoa Joe can be the only one having to go back for a nostalgia run to make his money. Because you aren't going to want to show your face around here when I'm done with you. Well, we're just going to move right along here. The first Raw on the road to WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time. The Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament begins as here comes the brand to the ring. Dana Brooke joining the Robert Stone brand alongside Aaliyah and Mr. Stone himself. I don't know why Dana's the one with the clipboard, and I also gotta remember when I commentate, I really need to make sure to call her by her last name, otherwise my cat might think I'm talking to her. So as the brand making their way to the ring, Aaliyah, Dana Brooke, and Robert Stone. No Von Wagner tonight. He's not gonna come Monday. Not this time. You're going to be seeing stars from Raw and SmackDown appearing on opposite shows during this tournament. Of course, Aaliyah from SmackDown, Dana Brooke from Raw, that being why you're going to be seeing stuff like this. They're going to be taking on a team that when I announced them for this tournament, many were excited to see team up. Out first, the eccentric member of the Diamond Mine, Ivy Nile, and the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler, the coach of Diamond Mine, Drew Gulak in their corner. Ivy Nile in the Diamond Mine. Shayna Baszler is not. Can confirm that right now. Just to make sure that's 100% clear. Shayna Baszler is not part of the Diamond Mine. She has just taken Ivy Nile under her wing to form this team that are calling themselves the Fight Pit at the moment. Shayna with an MMA background. Ivy Nile training with the Diamond Mine. A great mentor to have if you're Ivy Nile with Shayna Baszler. So Baszler and Nile, again, as I said, a team that many were pretty excited to hear about. Ivy Nile, starting out with Dana Brooke. This is Ivy Nile's first matchup outside of the Royal Rumble as she immediately kicks the knees out from under Brooke. Grabs onto her as we're in a different camera angle compared to normal with the game. Brooke thrown in the corner by Nile. Tag made to Shayna. And now Shayna Baszler and Ivy Nile. Kick to the ribs from Baszler. Into a clothesline. Now Shayna getting Dana Brooke back to her feet. There's a jab and a slap. Dana Brooke with a hip toss. Shayna Baszler getting back to her feet. Aaliyah is tagged in. I mean, we all know the brand is definitely Ray's favorite team to win it. There's a spear from Shayna. Shayna Baszler grabs her now, and Shayna takes her down. Baszler pummeling the face of Aaliyah. Now she grabs onto her, and Dana Brooke launched her across the ring into the corner. Tag made back to Ivy Nile. And now Nile and Baszler off the ropes for a double back body drop. Connecting, down she goes. And now Ivy Nile takes down Aaliyah. Ivy Nile getting her back up to her feet. Nile with a jab. And again, there's an elbow strike, and Ivy Nile, oh, went for the forearm strike. Ivy Nile, this might be her first actual match outside of the Rumble, but she had a great showing in the Rumble a couple months ago. Big forearm strike to Aaliyah. Now Ivy Nile getting Aaliyah back up to her feet. Pummeling her into the corner. Tag made back to Shayna. The frequent tags from Baszler and Ivy. There's a kick from Shayna. Running strike takes her down. Getting her back up to her feet now is Baszler. There's another kick. And another running penalty kick. She grabs onto Ivy. Or she grabs onto Aaliyah. There's a kick from Shayna. Punches her. Shayna Baszler with a forearm strike. It is a single elimination 8-team tournament that we've got going on. The final two teams will go on to WrestleMania to face off for the first ever LS11 Women's Tag Team Championships. Those titles will be allowed to float between all promotions in LS11 eventually. They're going to start in the WWE for the time being, but other teams from AEW and Impact, and as well as free agents, could soon start competing for them not long after. As now Shayna back to her feet, kicks Aaliyah in the ribs, and Shayna gets her up and drops her with a lifting cutter. Cover. 1, 2, Dana Brooke making the save. Oh, she managed to redirect an attempted spear from Baszler, who, went for another one. Ended up getting caught for a DDT. And Ivy Nile wipes out Dana Brooke. Aaliyah trying to wipe out Aaliyah. German suplex from Shayna. 1, 2, 3, no. And now Shayna Baszler kicks her in the ribs. Pulls her in. Baszler. No, Aaliyah with a punch. Aaliyah grabs onto her now, and Aaliyah. No, Baszler answers back. Shayna Baszler. Knocking her back. Baszler grabs onto her, gets kicked though. Now Aaliyah grabs the arm, and Aaliyah running towards the corner. Towards the corner. And arm drag connects. Standing shooting star press from Aaliyah, who gets kicked in the head by Baszler. Baszler getting Aaliyah back up to her feet, and Shayna Baszler with Aaliyah into the corner. Tag made to Ivy Nile. And now Ivy Nile and Shayna Baszler sending Aaliyah off the ropes for a double back body drop. Now Shayna Baszler. Oh! Getting some revenge there on Dana Brooke. Now Aaliyah turns her attention to Shayna. Gets caught with a kick from Ivy. Now Ivy Nile gets her up to her feet, and Ivy Nile turned around by a right hook. Backstabber connects from Aaliyah. Stone watching on. This could be a big win for his team. Something he's been desperately needing for a while. Now Aaliyah drops a DDT onto the ankle of Ivy Nile. Aaliyah goes up to the top rope, and Aaliyah goes for a splash. Ivy Nile gets the knees up. Goes for an elbow. Aaliyah out of the way. Ivy Nile went for a forearm. Aaliyah got out of the way again. There's a punch from Ivy. Big running drop kick. Into a cover now. Cover by Nile. One. No. No! Dana Brooke again managed to take down Baszler. Dana Brooke grabbing the Queen of Spades. Ivy Nile returns the favor. Shayna Baszler and Dana Brooke both down. Ivy Nile, oh, takes her down, flips it around. Dragon Sleeper, you know good and well who she learned that one from. The coach, Drew Gulak, cheering her on. As with the Gulak, Ivy Nile scores the win, and Shayna Baszler scoring some redemption there by taking down Dana Brooke on the outside. Ivy Nile and Shayna Baszler, the first team moving on in the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament. Could we be looking at the first Women's Tag Team Champions right now? Nile and Baszler getting a huge win, and that's only our first bit of action here tonight on Monday Night Raw. We still got plenty more that we're going to be seeing here. Shayna Baszler could look to go to her third consecutive WrestleMania to fight for gold. Big win there for Nile and Baszler. Let's move on with more of Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, please at this time welcome the Raw General Manager Mick Foley, who has a few WrestleMania announcements to make. Yes, I do indeed. Thank you, Xander. So first of all, as I was, Grimes, get back here, you son of a bitch! So anyway, Grimes, no swearing or you'll be cursed! So anyway, as I was saying, Mick, I'm sorry, we're actually out of time for your interview. We've got to move on with the rest of the show. Of course. Have a nice day. Gonna move on with some more action up next. The United States title gonna be on the line. Dolph Ziggler making yet another open challenge in the road to WrestleMania. Decided he didn't want to just walk right into the showcase of the Immortals with the United States title. He wants at least one more defense. And Rick Boogs has answered the call. Rick Boogs making his way to the ring. Boogs has been impressive since his return here this season. Making his way to the ring. He had a rocky start, but hey, he had a comeback match a couple weeks ago. Absolutely demolished Corey Graves before Graves would then go on to pin me for the U.S. title on my birthday last week, but that's neither here nor there. Damn you, Corey. Anyways, Rick Boogs making his way down to the ring. Man with a theme song has no right to be as good as it is for us to never hear it in real life. Rick Boogs making his way to the ring. This crowd loving Rick Boogs tonight. He's a hell of an entertainer, I'll give you that. Wrestling-wise, we haven't seen too much out of him, but And the guy is entertaining as all get out, so take what you can get there. So Rick Boogs makes his way to the ring. Here comes the United States Champion. The show-off, Dolph Ziggler. 2 days removed from his match with the Machine, Brian Cage. 2 days removed from what has been the hardest defense of his title run thus far. Dolph Ziggler on his way to the ring. If he retains here, he's on the road to WrestleMania with gold around his waist. Dolph Ziggler stepping into the ring. So Ziggler and Boogs gonna go one-on-one. U.S. title up for grabs. Boogs and Ziggler. Here we go. Boogs with a right hook, and Boogs punches the head of Ziggler, who staggers. Now Boogs with Ziggler, backflips. Ziggler went for a drop kick. And now Boogs, back body drop. Takes down Dolph. Now Boogs with a kick, and Boogs grabs Ziggler, getting him up to his feet. Boogs went for a right hook, Ziggler countered. Now Dolph firing away. Dolph kicks him in the knees. Ziggler grabs onto Boogs. Ziggler with Boogs into the corner. Big forearm strike. Down he goes. And now Dolph gets up to his feet. Dolph with a chop. And again, Dolph Ziggler firing away. There's a punch, and again, Ziggler kicks him in the ribs. Punches him in the back. Boogs goes down. Dolph getting up to his feet now, and Dolph Ziggler grabs Boogs, rolls him through. Jackknife cover. 1, no. Now Dolph getting Boogs back up to his feet. There's a chop. Now Boogs grabs onto him. Rick Boogs with Ziggler. Scoops him up, and look at the strength of Boogs. Fall away slam to Ziggler. And now Dolph getting picked back up to his feet. Rick Boogs with a right hook. Goes for another one. Ziggler hits him with a knee strike. And now Dolph firing away. Kicks him in the knees. Ziggler runs him into the ropes. Goes for a clothesline. Gets tossed out of the ring instead. And now Boogs with a stomp to Ziggler. Goes for another one. Ziggler rolls out of the way. There's an elbow strike. Now Dolph with Rick Boogs into the ring, into the announcer's table. And now back into the ring. Rick Boogs getting picked back up to his feet now by Ziggler. Now Dolph Ziggler with a chop. Boogs answers back. Now Rick Boogs grabs onto him, and Boogs with Ziggler goes for a gut wrench. Ziggler rolls through. Ziggler backslip. O'Connor roll. Cover. 1, 2, no. Boogs gets his shoulders up. Ziggler with a kick taking him down now, and Dolph getting Boogs back up to his feet. Boogs! Look at the strength! Doing some bench presses to Ziggler. Into a cover. 1, no. Dolph gets the shoulders up at 1. Ziggler is down. Boogs grabs onto him, and Rick Boogs went to drop the fist. Ziggler rolled out of the way. Now Dolph, super kick attempt. Boogs with a clothesline. Boogs takes him down. Ziggler is down. Now Boogs grabs Ziggler. Back to his feet. Rick Boogs goes for a kick. Ziggler kicks at the knee. And now Dolph, for another super kick, gets caught. Boogs scoops him up. Ziggler drops down and takes him down. Rick Boogs is down. Ziggler stomping him in the chest, kicks him in the back. Dolph goes for another kick. Rick Boogs scoops him up. Ziggler counters again. Ziggler drives him into the mat. Now Dolph grabs Boogs, getting him back up to his feet. Dolph Ziggler, super kick, connects to Boogs. And now Dolph gotta look to tune up the band. Dolph with sweet chin music. Cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Rick Boogs manages to kick out of the pair of super kicks from Dolph. Just for another. And now Rick Boogs. Fence press from Boogs. Takes down Ziggler. And now Rick Boogs goes for another fist drop. Ziggler out of the way. Now Dolph, right hand into zigzag. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Dolph Ziggler beats Rick Boogs. Boogs, tried as he might, came up short in the end. Dolph, with a pair of super kicks and a zigzag, seals the deal and keeps the United States Championship on the road to WrestleMania. What the? Robert Roode! Jumping Ziggler with a chair! Roode continuously attacking the U.S. champion! And Robert Roode completely destroys a chair over Ziggler's body. Roode with a glorious DDT. Dolph, you're as dumb now as you were when we were tag team partners. Because here's the thing, Ziggler. I may not be WWE Champion anymore, and I might not be able to fight for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania like I did last year. But you know what? Every year since the start of LS11 Universe, I have walked into WrestleMania, fought in a title match, and walked out with gold around my waist. 2 years ago, I walked in with a deadbeat cowboy and we became tag team champions. Last year, I walked in as WWE champion and destroyed the Yes Movement, walking out with my title in hand. And this year, Dolph, this year I'm taking your United States Championship. Because it's the closest I can really get to the US title at the moment. And while it is the closest I can get, it's still gold, and because you've got it, I want it. Whoa, 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 Robert, let me talk to ya. I don't know why the hell you think you deserve to be in a US title match at WrestleMania, because let me tell you something, my former Megastars cohort. Here's the deal. The Megastar beat you inside the Elimination Chamber just 2 nights ago, so if anyone has a right to challenge for the US title, maybe it's the former United States Champion, the guy who walked in to WrestleMania last year and walked out with the United States Championship, the guy that didn't have a midlife crisis this year and didn't glob onto the hottest thing on Monday Night Raw in order to try and maintain some kind of relevance, the guy who didn't turn on his best friend and tag team partner. Maybe the Megastar should be going to... Oh my God! Roode has snapped! Robert Roode snaps and bashes LA Knight with a chair! Roode grabs his former tag partner and Roode. Glorious DDT on a chair! No, 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 Roode, no! Concerto! And again! Roode warps the chairs over the skull of Knight! And again! And now that this dead weight is out of the way for the foreseeable future, Ziggler, I'll be seeing you at WrestleMania. There's no easy way to segue out of that. Here comes the former #1 contenders to the Raw Tag Team Championships, the men who came up short at the Elimination Chamber just a couple nights ago, the Miz and Omos. Trust me, that's the only... Pretty sure losing a match is the only way you can call Omos anything he does short. As Miz and Omos make their way to the ring, Ziggler and Knight have both been helped to the back. Ziggler able to walk out under his own power. Knight to be stretchered out through the crowd. LA Knight's health in serious condition after the events of what we just saw. Miz and Omos, though, it should be a moment of positivity, what we're about to see here. And I will do my best to keep a composure that fits the current situation in the ring after what we just saw from Robert Roode.
WWE Universe! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your longest reigning tag champs and feel the power!
Because finally, after a year, the New Day has been reunited. Big E has rejoined his brothers. They assisted him to a victory over MVP just a few nights ago at the Elimination Chamber, and now the New Day make their way to the ring. New Day in tag team action. Kofi Kingston and Big E teaming up for the first time since the final SmackDown before WrestleMania last year. The New Day finally back together in full force here on Monday Night Raw. So New Day making their way to the ring. Big E and Kofi, many have called that the prime tag team of the New Day. Team that gets the most success. Well, we're about to see just how true that is as they team up for the first time in quite a while here against Miz and Omos. Look at this sight, though. The New Day is finally back together. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Miz and Omos versus Big E and Kofi. Here we go. Kofi goes for a chop out of the gate, but Miz catches him with a punch. And now Kofi with a right hook. Drop kick takes him down. Now Kofi off the ropes. Knee to the face of Miz. Kofi takes him down. Now Kofi kicking him down. Kick to the back. Miz back up to his feet. There's a kick. Now Miz with a chop knocks Kofi off his feet. Miz has him down. Kofi pulling himself back up into the ropes. Miz grabs onto Kofi Kingston. Kofi punches him in the back. Kofi takes him down. Cover. No, Miz gets the shoulders up. Now Kofi with an enziguri. Hits the ropes and Kofi Kingston leg drop to the Miz. Now here comes the real test though. Kofi gets Miz up to his feet. Throws him off the ropes. Throws him with an arm drag now. And now Kofi getting Miz back up to his feet. Kofi Kingston grabs onto him. Throws him into the corner. Tag made to Big E. Here we go, Kofi and Big E. Double axe handle from Big E. Double axe handle to the back and clobbers him. And now Big E hits the ropes. Went for an elbow drop. Miz out of the way. And now Miz with a running knee to Big E into a cover. Kick out from Big E, the former U.S. champion. Now Miz grabs onto Big E and Miz with Big E. Xavier Woods playing the trombone, trying to will on Big E, who gets hit with a DDT. And now Miz takes Omos in. Big E's down. Someone wake Big E up because we're about to have big meaty men bumping meat. Omos pulls him in. Oh my god, Big E! Rolls through. One. No, Omos kicks out. Now Big E. Omos catches him and Omos. Oh, no way. Big E power bombs Omos. Hits the ropes for the big splash. 1, 2, no. And now Big E getting fired up here. Big E grabs Miz and Big E. Going to the outside with Miz. Look at this. Big E gets the Miz up for a back body drop onto the apron. Big E wants some Omos, though. And he says, no, 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 no. You're going to do this in the ring. Big E with a punch. And again. There's an elbow strike. Big E knocks Omos into the ropes. Big E. Oh, a punch to the sternum. And now Big E with Omos off the ropes. Big E. I think this is the only time we've ever seen someone do this to Omos. Omos has been beaten in tag team action before, but never have we seen someone go pound for pound with Omos, strike for strike. And now Big E tells Miz, bring it on. Miz. Then kicking Big E with his knees. Drops him. And now Miz gets Big E back up to his feet. Miz grabs onto Big E. And Miz with Big E over the top rope. And now Kofi using himself to shield Big E from the Miz. Kofi runs into the ring and Miz begging him not to. Big E says, don't worry about it. Big E and Kofi take down Miz. Down goes Omos. And now Big E with Miz. Throws him into the corner. Tag made. Big E and Kofi. Midnight Hour. One. Omos makes the save though, and Big E. Omos takes him out. Omos with Big E. Headbutts him. Omos takes down Big E, which gives Kofi a chance to enziguri him and clothesline him out of the ring. And now Kofi Kingston gets caught by Miz, and now Miz knee into the back, and a neck breaker connects. Kofi springs back up to his feet, and Kofi Kingston. Miz catches him now up on his shoulders, and Miz gets his knee taken out with a chop block. And Kofi Kingston sees Omos being willed on and takes him down. And now Kofi tries to go for trouble in paradise. Miz catches him though, and Miz throws him into the corner, throws him across the ring. Kofi. Miz taking him down. Miz takes out the leg of Kingston. Miz gets him up to his feet. Miz goes for a right hook. Kofi kicks him in the knee. Trouble in paradise. 1, 2, 3. And Big E was there to be the equalizer for Omos. The New Day reunited, and it feels so good. The New Day beat Miz and Omos. You can see there Big E knew to take urgency. Big E hands over the trombone. The New Day get the win. Big win for the New Day. You know, 3 of us back together in one ring brings back some good memories, but it also makes me think. It also makes me think a little bit because, yeah, I just got a chance to do what I love to do, and that's be a big meaty man bumping meat with another big meaty man. But Hurt Business. When I joined almost a year ago now, I was promised all the gold I want. I got that US title for a few months. Then everyone else started getting shots. Well, now that I'm not in the Hurt Business anymore, lo and behold, they've got gold. And I think it's time the New Day got the tag team championships for the first time in LS11 Universe. So MVP, get your ass out here. We got a match to talk about. No. We ain't got anything to talk about. The 3 of you been back together for a cup of coffee, and you're already talking about tag team gold. That ain't how it works around here. But you know what, E? I'm feeling generous. We used to be friends. You used to be my best client. So the Hurt Business agrees to give the New Day a Raw Tag Team title match at WrestleMania under one condition. Well, 2 conditions, actually. We want to end this reunion before it can even get started. We'll give you a 3-on-3 tag team title match. But if the Hurt Business wins at WrestleMania, Kofi, you're going back to SmackDown. E, you're stuck here on Raw for the beating of a lifetime. Woods, free agency for you. You can go join your other up, down rejects in the minor leagues. But there's one other condition to sweeten the pot. Next week, Xavier Woods, you're the weak link of the New Day. We all know this. You're going to go one-on-one with the glue of the Hurt Business, the backbone, the Chief Hurt Officer Bobby Lashley. We'll all stay in the back. Kofi, E, me, Cedric, Moose, all of us. We'll stay in the back. Woods, you managed to beat Lashley, which ain't going to happen. You guys get to pick whether it's me or Cedric teaming up with Moose and Lashley at WrestleMania. But when Lashley wins, E, you're out of the WrestleMania match, and it's just Kofi and Woods against the entire Hurt Business 4-on-2. You can feel free to decline. I don't even need to consult with the others. I accept. MVP, you want to say I'm the weak link? Fine. I'm the heart and soul of the New Day. I am the one who brought us together 7 years ago. I'm the one who initiated the team. There is no weak link in the New Day. There is no weak link. 3 of us are a united brotherhood. But you know what? If I am really a weak link, I don't deserve to be here anyway. Tell Lashley I'll see him next week. Nice knowing you, Woods. I'll let Lashley know. He'll be excited. A hell of a challenge laid down for WrestleMania. But now, I talked about it at the Elimination Chamber, we're doing an 8-man ladder match for the Cruiserweight Championship at WrestleMania. Of course, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne, the Cruiserweight Champion, the first man that's going to be in the matchup. But now we're going to have the first qualifying matchup. Due to the Cruiserweight title being on Friday Night SmackDown, being held by a Friday Night SmackDown star, SmackDown gets an advantage in that matchup. They get 5 entries as opposed to Raw getting 3. It is not considered a Raw versus SmackDown match that impacts the draft for the first episodes of Season 4, but it is just the way the contract status is for that match is going to work out. And Raw doesn't have many Cruiserweights. Like I said, from the SmackDown for a reason. Anyways, Mansoor makes his way to the ring looking to qualify for the Cruiserweight Championship matchup. So Mansoor makes his way to the ring. He's going to take on the leader of Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar. Hector Lopez, Joaquin Wilde, and Raul Mendoza in his corner. Legado del Fantasma making their way to the ring. Santos Escobar has fought for the Cruiserweight title in the past when it was part of NXT, because he was a staple of the NXT brand. Still yet to win a championship in the LS11 Universe. In fact, he was supposed to at one point, but Ray actively told me no, I want his thing to be he doesn't win titles for now. Not even kidding. As Santos Escobar makes his way to the ring. Legado del Fantasma is here. Escobar and Mansoor one-on-one. The first man to join Pete Dunne in that ladder match. Which one's it going to be? Without any further ado, here we go. Whoa! They both charged at one another, and Santos hits a chop block followed by a drop kick. We're getting close to the end of the night here tonight. Of course, the main event tonight, we'll be seeing Brock Lesnar All Out Opponent 20. We will find out who number 20 is for the Beast Incarnate. His 19-match win streak will either come to an end at WrestleMania, or he will officially become eligible to fight for a world title as of Season 4. As Escobar comes up the ropes, elbow drop to Mansoor. It's been all Santos at the moment here. Escobar getting him up to his feet, kicks him in the ribs, and Santos Escobar fires away. There's a chop. Mansoor kicks out the knee. Mansoor sends him into the corner now, and Mansoor grabs Escobar, punches him in the face. And there's another kick. Mansoor kicking him in the ribs repeatedly now. Mansoor's got him down. Escobar falls down, and now Santos Escobar in trouble. Mansoor stomps the arm into a cover now. Mansoor. Kick out from Escobar. Escobar kicks back up to his feet. Oh, a kick to the back of the skull. I don't think Mansoor saw him getting up. Mansoor is down. Escobar, clothesline attempt. Mansoor grabs him now, and Mansoor dropping him. Escobar staggering back towards his feet. Mansoor grabs him, and Mansoor with a right hook. Escobar goes down. Mansoor getting Santos Escobar back to his feet. There's an elbow strike and a kick. Santos Escobar gets kicked again. Mansoor grabs him now, and Mansoor spine buster. Cover. One. No. Kick out from Santos. Mansoor now getting Santos Escobar back up to his feet. There's a kick. Turns him around. Whoa, look at this. Mansoor uses Escobar's leg as a launching pad and takes him down. The leader of the Legado goes down. And now Mansoor German suplexes him. Mansoor grabs onto Escobar, and Mansoor gets caught with a leg sweep from Santos Escobar, who hits an elbow drop. And now Santos Escobar getting Mansoor up to his feet. Escobar. Oh, wait a minute. Santos dropping Mansoor with his own move. That's the move Mansoor uses to win matches, and Escobar just used it against him. Now Santos Escobar hits the ropes. Leg drop. He gets Mansoor back up to his feet. Santos Escobar now with Phantom Driver. 1, 2, 3. Santos Escobar is going to WrestleMania. Santos Escobar is going to WrestleMania to fight for gold. Take that, Ray. Escobar gets the win. Hits Mansoor with his own move. Then the Phantom Driver. Your winner, Santos Escobar. A big win for Santos Escobar. I've been told that backstage we've got a bit of a development concerning Raw's other qualifying matchup for the Cruiserweight Championship ladder match. So let's head backstage and find out what's going on. Hey Mick, I was hoping to talk to you about that Cruiserweight ladder match. Ah, yeah, Ray, what's up? So, my son Dominic and I, we both fall under the Cruiserweight weight limit. I was wondering if, I know Raw's got 2 slots left. I was wondering if we could get some qualifying matches. Yeah, Ray, I needed to talk to you about that. Sorry to inform you, but with Raw only getting 3 spots, we don't exactly have wiggle room with who can and can't get qualifying matches. So I've already promised a qualifying match to Cedric Alexander from the Hurt Business. And so you and Dominic can have a qualifying match next week against each other. Sorry, Ray, but that has to be. Emotional damage is the only way to sum that one up. It's time for the final matchup of the evening. Of course, as I said, the main event, we'll find out who Brock Lesnar's WrestleMania opponent is. Here comes Piper Niven to the ring. She'll be going one-on-one with the Women's Royal Rumble winner tonight here in our main event. Piper Niven making her way to the ring. Piper Niven is here. She's got a tall task ahead of her, as I said. She takes on the Women's Royal Rumble winner, the woman who will battle with Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania, Raquel Gonzalez. Raquel making her way to the ring. She's been dominant ever since her return. She's one of the few women who can make Rhea Ripley look beatable. Rhea Ripley not here tonight after the events of the Elimination Chamber where she went through hell and back. So Raquel Gonzalez makes her way to the ring. Gonzalez and Niven one-on-one, a hoss fight here for our final matchup of the evening. Without any further ado, Raquel and Niven, here we go. Raquel went for a boot. Niven caught her. Headbutt into a boot. Raquel takes down Piper, and now Raquel getting her up to her feet, and Raquel Gonzalez firing away on her, kicks her in the ribs, punches her in the back. Raquel getting her back up to her feet now, and Raquel with a punch and another uppercut. Grabs onto her clothesline, takes her down. Now Raquel getting her up to her feet. Raquel Gonzalez with a kick to the ribs. And a punch to the back. Knocks her down. But Raquel Gonzalez now with Piper Niven. Raquel has been dominant. One of the only women you can say in LS11 Universe is as dominant, if not more, than Rhea Ripley. Raquel getting Piper back up to her feet. There's a slap to the face, and Raquel Gonzalez goes for a right hook. Gets caught with a right hook from Niven. Piper Niven grabs Raquel and punches her in the face. Raquel goes down. Niven gets a kick to the ribs for her troubles. And another boot. You got to think those big boots are Raquel sending a message to Rhea Ripley as there's a clothesline to the back of the head. 1, 2, no. Getting her up to her feet now, and Raquel with a slap to the face, and again kicks her in the ribs. Raquel goes for another kick. Piper Niven scoops her up. Raquel fights out of it, and Raquel takes her down. Raquel Gonzalez getting her back up to her feet, and Raquel kicks her in the ribs, pulls her in. Good lord, look at the strength of Raquel. No, Niven managed to slip free. Niven tries to grab her, kicked in the ribs. Another boot from Raquel. Niven, try as she might, is unable to get a rally going for herself here. Raquel now grabs onto her, sends her off the ropes, and Raquel grabs her big spinning slam. Raquel Gonzalez now grabs onto her. They changed its name recently, so for me right now, it's the Choke Bomb. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Raquel Gonzalez gets the win. A dominant win heading into WrestleMania. Are we looking at the next Raw Women's Champion? We very well could be. Raquel Gonzalez with a huge victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one thing left tonight. 19 men have tried and failed. Who's going to step up to be Brock Lesnar's WrestleMania opponent? Ladies and gentlemen, already in the ring, the special sponsor of the Beast Incarnate, Eric Bischoff. Here comes the Beast, Brock Lesnar, on his way to the ring. Lesnar making his way to the ring. The Beast Incarnate has almost fulfilled one of the final acts of then Raw General Manager William Regal. He's almost fulfilled the 20 matches, the 20 victories he's required to get before getting the challenge for a world title again in the LS11 Universe. Brock Lesnar makes his way to the ring. When he lost the Royal Rumble, he and Eric Bischoff decided, well, not going to be able to go to WrestleMania because they're not going to let us in the Elimination Chambers. Not going to be able to go fight for titles at WrestleMania. Let's make wins number 19 and 20 mean something. 2 nights ago, it was Tommaso Ciampa. That's why he's not here tonight. He's at home recovering. He'll be back next week to negotiate the terms of his WrestleMania match with Triple H. Brock Lesnar has made his way to the ring. Let's hear from the sponsor. 19 men have tried and 19 men have failed. Miz, Titus, Boogs, Nakamura, Dominic Mysterio, Sheamus, Sami Zayn, Jinder Mahal, Kevin Owens, Elias, the whole Robert Stone brand, Odyssey Jones, Danhausen, Brian Cage, Lance Archer, Moose, Von Wagner, whatever the hell that is, Cameron Grimes, and most recently, Tommaso Ciampa. 19 matches! We have seen different men step up to the Beast Incarnate, and all 19 times they failed to be the one to beat the Beast. Now, WrestleMania is just around the corner. And with that, we're not allowed to have a title match at WrestleMania. Brock, not in any of them. Roman's got AJ, Seth's got Finn. Hell, even Dolph Ziggler's tied up with Robert Roode. Can't even have an Intercontinental title match with Theory. Though we all know good and well Lesnar would eat him for breakfast. Again, damn loophole says we need 20 wins. Well, otherwise, if we could challenge for any title without 20 wins, we'd be on the phone with Shelton right now, and the Minnesota stretching crew would be ripping those titles away from Mustache Mountain. But it's fine. It's fine. We don't need another title right now. We want the biggest WrestleMania match we can get. Maybe it doesn't need to be a title match. So, how about anyone in the back right now? Whether you work here or you don't. Come out here. Tell us. No. Show us why you deserve to be the 20th victim of Brock Lesnar. Well, now we wait. Oh my God. No way. He's here. The former NXT champion, the Ring General, Walter. The Ring General Walter staring a hole through the Beast. Walter marching down the ramp towards Brock Lesnar. Good Lord. Walter staring a hole through Lesnar. His coat has come off and Brock is examining the specimen that is approaching the ring. Walter steps in. Chop to Lesnar. He just floored Lesnar with 2 chops. Walter. Powerbomb. Bischoff had show you why they should be Lesnar's 20th opponent. Walter just did. The Ring General demolishes the Beast with 2 chomps and a powerbomb. The WrestleMania match is set. Could we be looking at the man to end Lesnar's streak? Thank you all for watching. I've been Xander, and that was Universe.